Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Amy if you're brand new to this channel. This video is going to be about my entire Louis Vuitton collection, including bags, accessories, anything that is related to Louis Vuitton will be in this video. Let's start with the small leather goods. I only have 4 of them. You guys know that I'm not big on collecting small leather goods. I definitely am more of a bag fanatic. 6-key ring holder and the flat card holder in the fuchsia color. I got mine I think in 2013, this piece of leather that's like sewn together with this piece of canvas. So where the glazing meets here at the edge, it just splits a little bit. But in terms of wear and tear, I honestly cannot complain about this key holder. It's still going really strong, and I'm so glad that I got it then because I hear a lot of issues with the newer versions now. The reason why I really haven't added any other card holder, actually that's a lie. I have a Chanel one, but that one I don't really use. This is pretty much the only card holder that I used, and it's my main wallet. I don't really use any other wallets. I don't have coin pouches or anything like that. I mean, I do, but I don't really use them. And the only times I use coin pouches is when I travel. I'm one of those really minimalist people in terms of wallets. I don't really carry any cards anymore because everything I store on my phone, I have apps for those. I just have ID, credit card. I have 3 more cards in the middle, and then I have cash, just emergency cash. This is such a popular item at the time, and I still think it is, but it's so hard to get your hands on one apparently. It is the mini pochette, and mine is still in pretty much pristine condition because I haven't really used it in a while. Over a year, I think. I'm sure if you've seen my what's in my bag videos, you're gonna notice that the only 3 things that I bring that I can put in a catch-all is my lip balm, a bag hanger that is a circular shape, and my floss. Those are the only 3 things. I don't want to get rid of it because I know how hard it is to get any like canvas piece, and plus this is so inexpensive anyway, especially even now. Like, even though the price does go up, it's still in the $300 range. This is the Emily wallet. Have you guys even seen the Emily wallet around anymore? Like, I still have mine obviously because I loved it when I got it, and it's in great shape. It's still, everything is intact. The thing is, like, all these older pieces that I have from before, they are holding up really well, and the glazing, there's no issues at all. So I don't use it, but I do have cards in it, and I do have all my, like, all the cards that I don't really carry with me because all of these cards are either on my phone app, or if I have bank cards in here, I just take the bank card out if I need to go to the bank. Here I have 2 dust bags where I store my shawls. So I have 2 of them. This is my first one. So as you can see, even the dust bag is a different color. It used to be more yellow. I do wear my shawls more in the summer because summers in Vancouver is still chilly sometimes, especially at nighttime. It doesn't really get that hot and humid in the summer here. It's quite mild. So yeah, I don't know, like the past summer I just haven't really reached for it. I wanted something more muted because the blue denim is amazing and it's beautiful, but sometimes if I'm already wearing other labels, it's just too many labels clashing together in a way. Whereas the black, you don't see it as much. I told myself I'm not gonna add any more because I hardly even wear these, but I also don't really want to get rid of it. At least I don't think so. I mean, it's not that they're hard to get or anything, but you know, the prices keep on going up. Would I recommend them? Honestly, I recommend them if you're in love with, you know, the fabric, how it feels, how it drapes on you. The only reason why I would not recommend it is if you're someone who is very, very scared of wear and tear, because these will snag. These will snag almost as soon as you bring them home, because once you start wearing them, if you have rings, if you have nails, if you have zips on your jackets or your bags, it will snag, and it just becomes part of the item, you know. Like, it's the type of wear and tear that these guys do get, but they are very comfortable, and they are Really nice, very luxurious. They drape really nice. It gives you a certain look. It dresses up your outfit. The next two accessories that I wanted to showcase are the only two pieces of jewelry that I have from the fashion house. This is the initials necklace, and I have it in the letter A. It's not fine jewelry or anything, it's just gold tone. I don't even think that it's gold plated. But I really like this one because I like the fact that it's longer. I usually wear it on the longest setting and I just loop it through my head. I don't even have to remove the clasp. Whenever I want to dress up a look really quickly right before getting out the door, and if I'm just wearing like a plain top or a plain outfit, I throw this on and it just gives a little pop of gold, you know, so I like it for that reason. And you can also layer it with your shorter necklaces. It's really well made. It hasn't tarnished or anything like that. This is 925 sterling silver, and I've got this one a while ago. I believe this is called the UNICEF locket. Beautiful thick chain. This I highly recommend because, I mean, both of them I highly recommend, but this especially if you're into silver but you want something just a little bit more substantial and just unique. I feel like you're gonna love this one. Embossing of the LV logo, as well as on the bottom there's also the embossing of the serial number. It's just really well made, very weighty, and then the chain itself is such a high quality. I've had this for many years. It has not tarnished. I've never had to clean it. It's just a really good material. This is the bandoulière from LV, and this is like one of their original ones because this is the shorter one and also the thicker one. Black and monogram canvas, and very substantial clasp. I like it a lot. I feel like this strap is really beautiful. It's comfortable. I used to use it on other bags, so I used it on my pochette métis. I also used it on my Palm Springs mini backpack, both of which I don't own anymore. So you're gonna see in this video that I no longer own those bags. And if you follow my channel, you know why. This actually was part of my pochette métis strap. I don't know how I still have it. Well, actually I do. I think when I brought it in to show them the defect, and they agreed on taking it back. They just took it back right away, and I was wearing, I think I was wearing that other strap, so obviously I didn't give them that strap, but I didn't have this strap with me, so they just took the bag and they never even asked about this. So that's why I still have it. So it's good to have, you know, it's good to have an extra strap. Now I'm ready to show you my bags. Like I said, I only have a handful. I don't have that many left anymore. This was called the twin set, the twice. It was called the clutch at one point. They changed the name on this bag so many times. This is a great under the radar everyday bag. It honestly fits a lot, and it's such a classic shape. It fits very close to the body, and it's just black color. The leather is very yummy still, really beautiful. The embossing is still amazing. The only wear and tear, honestly, is just the softening of the leather. I don't even understand why it's discontinued because it's an amazing bag. You can still find a lot of these on the secondhand market. I will say one thing though, is that I did notice that over the years, just a general feeling that the quality was not as good over the years. So that could be a reason why there's a lot of them out there that are being sold and the price is ridiculously low as compared to the retail. That could be one of the reasons, but the one that I have is still in amazing shape. You might remember this bag because it's very recent, and it is the Spring Street bag. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might notice on one of my posts that I was trying to sell a few things, and I actually did include this. There's nothing wrong with this bag. Obviously, I chose the perfect one, but because it's brand new and all the stickers are still on it, I thought that if I'm gonna let it go and put my money towards something else, I'm gonna let it go now. This one comes with also its own thicker strap. The interior is just plain microfiber lining. This is such a pretty nighttime evening bag, and the reason why I thought I could let this go is because I do have a lot of bags that kind of look like evening-ish. I mean, just look at all the cocoa handles that I have, and that's why I thought maybe I could let this go. But if it doesn't go, like I said, if it doesn't go, I'll keep it and I'll just use it because it's a really pretty bag. it really is pretty. And it smells so good because it's still brand new. But yeah, it comes with this strap, and then of course this strap, I can use it on other bags as well, and it's very similar to the original one that I have, except that it's slightly thinner, and this is slightly longer by like an inch. In hindsight, I wish that they had told me that the Palm Springs Mini was gonna come back in a new design. They obviously didn't want to tell me that. I feel a bit tricked. Some people don't like the look of the new one. I honestly don't really mind, because for me that bag is just practicality and its functionality. To me that bag is my everyday throw around bag type of thing. Throw around meaning I wear it anytime, I don't actually throw it around. My next bag is the Speedy B25, the Speedy Bandoulière 25. I was going on a trip to Asia with my family, and I went to Singapore with just my mom also, and it was the perfect opportunity to get the Merlion stamp from Singapore. And I heard that they don't really do the stamp anymore, so luckily I think the flagship store still did it, so I was lucky enough that they were willing to do it. That's why I have a charm there, and I loved putting it on the Speedy. I think it's just the perfect proportion. This is the smaller size and it goes really well on the Speedy. On this other side, I also have another charm. Here's a close-up look of the charm. It's really pretty. This charm was sent to me by Alaya, and her company is called Jewellicious. So I'm gonna link all that info down below. On one side, there's all these beautiful crystals on all the flowers, and then if you flip it around, then it's just a plain side. So yeah, that's how it would look like if it flipped around. And when you use your bag, it does kind of move around and it does flip around, so you might have some that have crystals and some that don't. I feel like the Speedy is one of those bags where if you don't have an organizer, it's kind of an annoying bag. It's still an annoying bag even with the organizer, but it's a lot better. And it's hard for me to explain because, you know, if I say that the opening is small, some people will argue that it's not that small. You can put your hands in it. Of course you can. When you're trying to find that specific thing and you can't because it's just like a black hole inside, that's what I mean by the opening being small, because the opening being more constricted and the fact that it's kind of like it is a black hole. Like, this bag can hold a lot, and especially if you don't have an organizer, it gets all mixed up inside and it sags. So it's not my favorite style. I honestly can tell you that. You already know. But with the organizer, which is a game changer, is 100% better. So yeah, if you guys don't already own an organizer, this one is custom for the Speedy, and as you can see, it also keeps its shape, which is amazing. It's, you know, making the folds less and less apparent now. And it doesn't bulge out, it doesn't make like weird creases or anything like that. So I highly recommend it. I'm gonna link it down below. This bag is amazing. Of the two big classics, so between the Speedy and the Neverfull, Neverfull wins 100% of the time. And the funny thing is, I actually started with a Speedy 30. I think at the time I was not as annoyed about it, only because I didn't really know anything about luxury. I just bought what I saw often and what kind of appealed to me. Obviously the Speedy has more history than the Neverfull, but the Neverfull, to me personally speaking, is a lot more practical. I thought it would be a deterrent to have such a large opening, and I think for some people, depending on where you live and your lifestyle, it can still be a deterrent. This is the flat pouch that comes with the bag. When I used the Speedy, I also used this as the divider inside the Speedy. This Neverfull is also made in USA, and it is my only made in USA bag left. Made in France is my preference, but I don't really discriminate if it's made in USA. I think for me what's more important is when I look at the piece, it has to look perfect. If I find that it's not as well made or whatever, for whatever reason, or if there's a like an issue on it, that's what I try to avoid. And so when I saw this bag, it was in perfect condition. At the time they were having like 2 increases within a short period of time, so I was trying to get my hands on one. I had to actually reject one right before the price increase, even though I knew the price increase was coming. I had to reject that one because I was not happy with it. So I still got this one after the price increase, but before the second price increase. My last bag is the My World Tour Neverfull. Even though I am known for liking my small bags, if I'm gonna go for a larger bag, I like the Neverfull. I feel like the Neverfull is not that heavy, but it fits a lot, and it's also really stylish. Like, you can never go wrong with how the Neverfull looks. It just looks stylish no matter what. There's never a moment where I feel like it's too saturated or it doesn't look good. There's never a moment like that. Possibly because I keep my bags in really good condition. I mean, this one, look at it. It still stands up on its own. Even my monogram one still kind of stands up on its own, the strap I mean, because I always try to keep everything in a really nice shape. And then with this one, I also have my Zoomuni organizer in it as well, just to keep even better shape. This is the organizer inside this bag, and I don't mind taking this one out to show you because this one is easy to show you. It's super lightweight. Of course, it also comes with the pouch. So this one, all the stickers that goes on here are from the ones that you chose on your bag. Anytime you order a custom bag, it is, I think they're supposed to be made in France. So this one is made in France. Did I forget something? I forgot to show you this. So I have one more accessories to show you, and it is my Louis Vuitton belt, the only Louis Vuitton belt that I have. So it is the reversible one. I got it a while ago with monogram and then red on the other side. It's kind of like a tomato red. It's a very bright red, and it's great for the summer. This one is definitely a lot stiffer than the material that they use now. So I think I even like the newer version more, but you know what? This one has been fine. It's been wearing fine. There's no glazing issues, nothing like that. There's 5 hole settings in this one. At the time I chose this in a size 80 because I think at the time mid-rise or low-rise jeans are still more in trend, whereas now it's all high-rise. This one doesn't fit my higher waist pants, so that's the only issue, because I really like wearing this belt and I don't really want to add any more holes to this because it's canvas on the other side. If it's all leather, then I wouldn't be worried, but because it's canvas on one side, I don't really want to punch any holes on that. Louis Vuitton will always be my first true luxury brand where I started exploring and experiencing you know, handbags in the luxury world, and I will always cherish the brand. I think a lot of their pieces are amazing. I especially love their canvas pieces, but the Empreinte, like the Twice bag, I mean, you can't get that anymore in the retail store, so I really cherish that one. The Speedy I'll never get rid of because it's a special Speedy and I have a tag on it that's uber special as well. My Neverfulls are just my favorite LV bags of all time, so I'll never get rid of those. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're brand new to my channel, I would love to have you back. Please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting down below. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this. Have a great day or week ahead of you, and I'll talk to you guys all again very soon. Bye!